Hi, this training video will demonstrate two different methods for measuring the pH of a solution. If you just want a rough estimate of the pH, you can use pH paper, but if you want a more accurate measurement, we use a pH probe with a meter. Because you're going to be working with acidic and basic solutions, make sure you're wearing your lab coat, your safety goggles, and gloves. pH paper changes color depending on the pH of the test solution. The paper is soaked with a universal indicator, which is simply a mixture of different indicators like methyl red and bromothymol blue. These change color along the entire pH range from 1 to 14. You would compare the color change of your paper against the pH scale on the container. Red usually indicates an acidic solution, while blue indicates a basic solution. The method for measuring the pH using pH paper to take your paper and to wet it with your solution. You don't want to dip it into your solution because you'll be contaminating your solution with all the chemicals on the paper and you might accidentally drop it in your solution. The proper technique is to take a clean, dry glass stir rod, dip it into your solution to wet it, and then wet your paper. You want to read the solution right away before it dries out against the scale on the container. In this case, the pH is about 4. This is a combination glass pH electrode, and it's connected to a meter. It forms an electrical circuit. The main parts of the probe are the outer plastic body and the inner glass probe. There are 2 electrodes in the probe, a referencing and a measuring electrode. There's 2 reference solutions as well, the KCl solution on the outside and an internal buffer solution. You should always check your probe ahead of time to make sure that it's not dried out. If it has, there's usually an opening at the top by twisting the collar that you can top it up with the reference solution. Make sure it's closed though when you're reading so that it doesn't dry out. The other important part is at the bottom of the pH electrode, which is where the pH-sensitive glass membrane is. The hydrogen ions move through the pores to create a potential difference that can be detected by the meter. Before you begin to use your pH probe, you have to make sure that it's calibrated against your meter. This is usually done using 3 different pH buffer solutions, 4, 7, and 10. Just follow the manufacturer guidelines for your meter. When you're ready to take a measurement, you want to remove the protective cap at the bottom of your probe. It contains a storage solution that keeps the membrane from drying out. I find it easiest to push the cap and the O-ring to the top so that it's out of the way. You want to rinse the entire probe with distilled water into a waste container. Take a Kim wipe and wipe the outside of the probe just to remove some of that water. And put it into my test solution. And I take my reading. pH indicates 4.11, which is very close to the crude measurement we got with our pH paper. When you're done, you just want to reverse the process by rinsing the pH probe again, getting all of the test solution off of it, just drying it out, and putting it back into the storage solution so that it doesn't dry out. After watching this video, you should have a better understanding of the 2 different methods for measuring pH. When you get to the lab, if you have any questions, make sure you ask for help. And remember, every experiment is an opportunity to learn and develop skills, no matter the outcome.